Good Monday morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We had a great weekend. It's kind of raining and drizzly out here today. It rained a lot over the weekend, but today is it's supposed to clear up as the week goes along. Of course, we're going to be in the cold in a couple days. We'll go on about that later. All right, so first things I want to cover is last Friday's video, number 204. I did that how to make everything sign, that collaboration with Andy, George, and the boys. And thanks for all the great comments, by the way, guys. But I just want to make absolutely sure that I'm crystal clear on this. This is what I use for black. Okay, this is primer. It's a Rust-Oleum primer, and it's the only one that I use for black other than the Marsh ink. Okay, so now on that sign, go ahead and just keep it right there, babe. On that sign, I used this for my color. There was 3 different shades of this, and I think it's this is a paint / primer. I've tried this in the black as a replacement, the paint / primer, as a replacement for this, and it didn't work out well for me. So, again, the only time I will ever use paint, very sparingly, is when I mask everything off. So I just want to make sure everybody's crystal clear on that. I don't use paint, but rarely as far as spray goes. So I just want to make sure everybody was clear on that, and we don't have any misjudging. And in regards to that, make sure, guys, when you're looking at a video, or let's say you go to the channel search and you're searching something for router-based modification, or you're looking for something for router bits or whatever, make sure, guys, the first one you want to look at, let's say you type in scalloping, and you go and you've got 6 or 7 different videos that are on there. Always look at the newest one, because my stuff evolves too. You know, our thing changes. There'll be videos on my channel where I would never, would say that I would never use anything like this, but I evolve, and I kind of change my process as I go along. So make sure you look for the newest information on that particular subject, and that's what that channel search is for. So just wanted to kind of go over that. Let's see, so that was that. Now, the first question, actually, or the next question, is from Steve Brown up in Nova Scotia. It says, I was wondering if you find your bits get duller quicker and they need to be cleaned more often when carving through paper and tape. You know, guys know that, like that one that I did the other day, I do a lot of printing on vinyl now, and I put it on the board and I carve right through it with my my profile bit. I don't know if that's going to show up on the red. Probably not, huh? Either with my profile bit or my SC50 bit, or any of the bits, really. But remember, every time that I carve, if you get any residue on your bits at all, and this comes into play a lot of times for the premium members, when you guys send in your bits for me to sharpen, although I don't do the SC50, but if you get any kind of residue on your bits, remember how I clean them, guys. Now, I'm not saying this is the only way to clean them, but I use this little Dremel tool with a brass brush, because brass will never harm the carbide. But you, after every sign I carve, especially if I'm carving through tape and vinyl or paper or whatever, it creates a residue on that bit, and you want to clean that thing off. I'm going to do this on camera, babe. I know we didn't talk about that, but normal, and you want to wear, and it's just that simple. If you do that after every time you carve a sign, or when you see any residue build up on that bit, what happens is the residue will cause extra friction, because the chip, minutely, the sawdust isn't flying out of that groove as fast as it can. So that means it causes more friction, which causes the bit to get duller faster. So to answer Steve's question directly, yes, the bit will get duller faster if you don't clean it on a regular basis, specifically, especially if you're carving through tape that has glues on it, or the vinyl like I do, or you know, whatever. So clean your bits, guys. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it, but however you have to clean your bits, I wouldn't take a wire brush to it unless it's brass, but you could probably use a liquid. I know some guys use vinegar and baking soda or something. There's probably a way to do that, but I just use the brass wheel. But clean your bits on a regular basis. They'll last longer, and you'll get a better cut, and they won't get they won't mess you up. They won't get dull too fast. All right, so that's it for today on this. Now, Wednesday, we are going to be at Lake of the Woods doing some ice fishing. So what we're going to, I can't absolutely guarantee that we're going to post a video on Wednesday, although I'm going to try. We're probably going to do it with an iPhone, and we're going to meet up with some people at the Mall of America in Minneapolis. Any of you guys that want to do that, by the way, that are just catching this video on Monday, we'll be there for about a 3-hour window. Well, we'll be there. Yeah, we've got a 4-hour window for the flight. Vicky gets freaked out, thinks we're going to miss our plane, but we won't. Anyway, so we've got a window of time in the middle of the day where we're going to be at Mall of America, and we're going to be doing a meetup. So I know there's only a couple people that can make it, but if anybody at the last second wants to come, absolutely get your information, your cell phone number specifically, to Vicky's email, and we'll contact you, and we'll set up a meeting place in the Mall of America. We're really excited about that.
In the food court.
Well, yeah, they might. That place is huge. So, oh, really? Yeah. So we'll find a place. But anyway. So if you can make it, great, but be sure and tell Vicky, send her an email. Her email is in the description below. Vicky with Dave Signs at Gmail, right? Yep. All right, so that is that. And then Friday, no video on Friday, we'll be flying home. But Saturday, we're doing LTS on Saturday, so don't miss that. We got something really special planned. Hopefully we'll be able to share the fishing trip a little bit with you, and I don't know, it's going to be fun. So I hope you guys can make it on Saturday. And we may do 2 or 3 different videos, maybe some Facebook Live stuff. I'm not sure. It depends on how the trip goes and our connectivity. I'm not sure, but this week will be kind of different. So let's do the sign carvers of the day, and then I got one more piece of business at the end. So this guy just keeps blowing me away with his stuff. Kent Kogan, and you guys that are on the woodworking groups on Facebook, you know who this guy is. And I think he actually did some airbrush work on this. That's what it looks like to me. And I think when this of course, with the sign carvers of the day, they kind of run a little behind. But anyway, Kent did an amazing job on this and did some really neat airbrush stuff. And not to be outdone, this is from Jerry Cartwright. And this one, I've got some details I got to read here. So he made this for Michael Moore, was another sign carver.
Tip it towards you, just
this way.
There we go.
He used Southern Yellow Pine Select Grade, 12 by 24. The red is a Crimson Fire stain, and the little streaks in there, you can see little black streaks on the side. Those are actually wormholes that weren't there when he started sanding it, but when he started sanding it, those wormholes showed up. So that makes a really even a kind of a neater effect. But anyway, phenomenal job. You guys are just knocking it out of the park on these. Just great job. Okay, so last but not least, I was contacted from a gentleman in Pueblo, Colorado. Actually through my daughter. Had kind of he's got a charity going on up there, and it's called Veterans Overcoming Obstacles. Fantastic organization. They work with veterans that have PSTD and have it PTSD, post-traumatic. Sorry. I got them mixed up. You know what I mean. Anyway, he works with a lot of veterans. They do a tremendous, it's a nonprofit. They do a tremendous job helping veterans that are trying to get back into society. Chris Carter is the one that put this together. And there's going to be a video from him, about a 1:40 video that's going to follow up as soon as I'm done here. But go and in the description on this video is going to be his Facebook page. David Hess is the one that contacted me. We talked for about a half hour. Just these guys are terrific, the things that they're doing up there. And so I strongly encourage you, go check out their Facebook page. They have a GoFundMe thing that they're trying to raise money for this specific cause. Go check them out. You don't have to tell them I sent you, but I really, you know, we really need to support our veterans, the things that they put up for us and sacrificed for us. So I strongly encourage you. And I know there's a ton of you guys out there that are veterans, and we try and thank you as much as we can. But this is a way, if you can throw them a buck here, throw them a buck there. You know, you guys support me so well, so I'm supporting these guys. I want to give them a shout out, and I really would love to see these guys reach their goal for their GoFundMe page. So go check them out. Again, Facebook link is in the description, and their GoFundMe page is in the description. So kudos to Chris Carter and David Hess and all you guys that are doing veterans overcoming obstacles. And here's Chris. He's coming up right now. So we will see you guys hopefully later in the week, but definitely check these guys out. So here they come. Have a great week, you guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Go.
Hello, my name is Chris Carter. I'm the founder of Veterans Overcoming Obstacles, whose mission is to help veterans battle PTSD and prevent suicide through health and fitness. Our veterans program involves support group meetings, which we hold every Friday night at 7 o'clock at Devil Dog CrossFit. We also do a lot of yoga to help veterans through PTSD, CrossFit to help us get ready for obstacle course racing. We're involved in Big Dog Brag, Spartan races, and Tough Mudder. We're also very passionate about the 22 kill movement, which helps veterans, which recognizes the fact that we lose 22 veterans every single day to suicide. So we do 22 push-ups to honor that fact. Our goal is to help veterans become more productive members of society. We achieve this through building camaraderie in a fitness background, and getting civilians and veterans to work together. It's cool to get veterans need a little help civilianizing, so getting around civilians and things makes it a little more fun. And then civilians, they get to pay respect to our veterans who have served. So we're very passionate about this nonprofit. We've been active for a little over 2 years, and we want to start our HQ here in Pueblo, and we want to turn this into a national organization. We think there's a lot of veterans out there that need our help, and we think that we are the group to make this happen. So thank you for your time. Coach Carter out.